Okay, all right. We had in my opinion, a good practice this morning. Very similar situation this time last week. Coming off day, could tell about half of them, weren't into practice when we were warming up. Challenged them. Of course, last week after I challenged them, it didn't go well. Today, they rose to the occasion. So I really like their attitude, like the way we're flying around. We're learning to practice, and I think that is a big thing as far as that goes. Last night, got a chance to put 3 of our walk-ons on scholarship, which is very important to me, being a former walk-on. Dimitri Reese, Chandler Shakespeare, and Blake Poole, all those guys are character guys. They represent our program well, on the field and in the classroom. So I was very excited to do that.
Questions?
Has all the wet weather this month affected the way you guys practice?
No, really hadn't. Of course, with that indoor, that really helps us. We've got enough outdoors and about half and half, and of course, obviously today it was really soggy outside, so we did very little outside, but we were able to accomplish what we needed to inside.
Gus, what's the update on D Ford's health?
Didn't practice today, but still we feel like it shouldn't be too long getting back on the field.
Is that a MCL sprain?
I'm not getting the specifics of anybody's injury.
Gus, with D out, have you gotten to look at some younger guys behind him at right defensive?
Yeah, we've got a chance to, like I said earlier, we gave those young guys and new guys probably more opportunities than anybody else in the country. So we're gathering a lot of information on all of our guys.
Anybody caught your eye over there behind D at defensive?
I'm not going to say anything right now about any particular guy, but we feel like we got some depth.
Who's been working on the left side with him out?
Coach Garner's been mixing and matching. They've all got a chance.
How much does it help though that you got, Craig Sanders and Nosa? You got some veteran guys that have been out there.
Yeah, we got some seniors that have experience. I think that's always very important. And we got some guys that I think are versatile. They can move around, and I know that we've mixed and matched, from time to time.
Is this something you expect D to possibly miss the first game?
I would definitely hope not.
How do you feel like you guys have come out with injuries so far?
We've had a very physical camp, and we're a little bit banged up, but not a bad banged up. I think we've been working very hard on getting our edge back and being physical, and that was part of the plan.
No matter who the starting quarterback's going to be, just how much do you need the run game to kind of step up, especially during the season to help them?
Well, we're a big run team anyway, and so obviously anytime you got a new quarterback, run game is your best friend. And so, we're going to rely on our offensive line, our running backs early, but that's not to say we're not going to throw it, because we feel like we can do that.
Guess we can talk about the kicking game, how that's coming along.
Yeah, kicking game, we're starting to figure out who's going to be at what positions and all that. Of course, we feel like we got one of the better kickers and one of the better punters in all of college football, and so that's a good security. But we're starting to put the personnel together, and we really feel like we can be solid in that area.
Gus, the emphasis with Steve in the last couple of years has been to limit returns. I mean, they haven't hardly returned anything. Is that the way you guys look at punt return?
Well, I mean, a lot of times that's a good thing. But he's very versatile. He can place the football. He has really worked hard, and he's gotten better at length, and believe it or not, at height also.
How's the return game coming along? Because I know looking for more explosive plays out of that. What have you seen out of those guys?
Yeah, punt return wise, we've got 3 or 4 guys that are working back there. Quan Bray, Chris Davis, Marcus Davis. Obviously we know what Trevon can do, so we're giving those guys all opportunities, and there's been a few live situations that we've been able to evaluate those guys, and I think that'll be very important.
Coach, you had a prominent visitor at practice today, I understand.
Yeah, pretty important guy. Jason Duffner showed up, talked to our team. We were talking to our team about mental toughness, and what he did this last weekend was really unbelievable. One of the toughest tournaments in the world, and then to tie the all-time low record in a major. They've been playing golf since 18, whatever. That's a big deal. So it was an honor for our players to have him speak to them, and we're definitely big fans of Jason Duffner.
Scrimmage Saturday?
Yes.
Is that afterward, that's when you kind of start figuring things out, so you get in the
Well,
preparation mode for the
you know,
game?
we got a lot of stuff figured out now, but there's still a few little question marks. Not very many, but there's still a few that, you know, that we'll try to answer. And of course, obviously, that'll be 2 weeks from the first game, so you'd like to have the pieces of the puzzle in place. That's the best case scenario.
Probably wait till Sunday or Monday to decide on a starter at quarterback.
I don't know. I don't know. It could be tomorrow, it could be the next day, Saturday or Sunday. That'd be any time before next Monday would be really good for us. But like I said before, I'm not for sure.
If it is before Monday, that leaves somewhere around 10 practices for the starter to get totally acclimated with the most reps. You feel that's enough time for the starter to have enough reps with the first team and game plan for that first team?
Well, you know, you'd want as much as possible. Ideally, you know, it'd been a week ago, and you get 3 weeks. But you know, the earlier the better will help.
Take a few more.
I know there's still some ways to go, but have you been able to identify any freshmen that could be ready to go on the 31st or soon thereafter ready to play?
Well, there's quite a few of them that we feel like will, you know, have a chance to be on the field the first game.
I saw Cody doing as far as kicking field goals and kicking off this preseason.
Yeah, really good. He's one of the best in the country.
Yes, and just an update on Justin Garrett and Demetrius Meal.
Yeah, Demetrius, practice day, you know, looked 100% to me, and Garrett was out there but did not practice, but shouldn't be long.